Welcome to the Microfinance Podcast. Listen to inspiring interviews and take a look at the tools and products that are used in the field. The Microfinance Podcast is produced by MicroSave, market-led solutions for financial services, and is brought to you by Moving Planet Films.
BRAC's success, I think, is mainly because of its focus on poverty. And we looked at poverty not just as income poverty, but also poverty in terms of education, in terms of lack of health care, and lack of opportunities. So we tried to address all of these in trying to help poor people in the communities that we served. So it's a combination of programs in microcredit, financial services, creating job opportunities for people, providing primary education for children, also services in family planning, in reproductive health, trying to meet needs of poor people in multi-sectoral programming that we have tried to provide to poor people to meet their needs. We've always gone for excellence. Whatever we did, we tried to do it well, and we have never cut corners. We took on tasks and we carried them well, and we made a name for ourselves, so donors were more sympathetic, more attracted to fund us, so we didn't have any problems of getting funded. BRAC is expanding in Africa because I think Africa needs institutions like BRAC. One thing is that Africa really didn't have large-scale programs so far. Most African programs tend to be very small in size and cover a very small number of people. BRAC would like to really expand its program and scale up its programs in African countries so that large numbers of people can get benefit from BRAC program. So that's one. And secondly, I think Africa also, there is a feeling in Africa that nothing works, but we find that BRAC, everything works in Africa very well. African people are very hardworking. African poor needs help, needs right kind of conditions to be created so that African people have access to resources, access to opportunities, and I think BRAC is going to work on these issues which Africa lacks, and we hope that Africa will also meet the Millennium Development Goal challenges, and that's what we want to help Africa with. BRAC model seems to be quite robust, so we don't need to adapt it too much, but there are, of course, cultural differences in each from country to country, and we are having to now make some changes. These changes tends to be that the size of our program participants, groups in villages. In Bangladesh, it tends to be 40-50. In Africa, it tends to be 20 to 30. So size of the program group size tend to be smaller. We are also adapting in Africa the notion that in Bangladesh, for example, we don't have all female loan officers. In Africa, we decided that we will have all female loan officers because we are, and also all female clients. In Africa, women tends to be much more active in providing for the family than in Bangladesh. So in Africa, we are focusing entirely 100% of our efforts on women, and only in small enterprise loans where men tends to be more active in the marketplace, we are offering to men. So in Africa, we have adapted our program for African conditions. In Africa also, I think women are much more entrepreneurial than they are in South Asia. The biggest challenge is creating an organization, keeping it intact, keeping motivation of staff, committed to the goals of BRAC. These are the biggest challenges for any organization, to keep its mission intact and no mission drift. in terms of taking ourselves out of poverty. We are still firmly committed to poverty alleviation in the world. In Bangladesh all these years, now wherever we are operating, whether it is in Afghanistan or Uganda or Southern Sudan, we are committed to the poor people. I think too much is now being thought in terms of how to make money out of microfinance. I find that rather heartless. I would like for a new entrant into microfinance to come with an idea that you are trying to help poor people to come out of poverty rather than making money out of microfinance. So my advice would be, if you have the notion, the goal of poverty alleviation, do come to microfinance. But if you want to make money out of microfinance, please don't come into this at all.